So, hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Mind Over Body podcast. This week we have myself, we have Mark, and Jim. Jim is back. He's back in the room. Back in the room. Hopefully, it doesn't sound like RoboCop, but we're working on it, you know. Right, so because Jim wasn't here last week, we'll let him start. So, Jim, how are you doing? What's new? What have you been doing this week? What?
Nothing's new, to be honest. Everything's still the same. Obviously, completed the 1 mile challenge a week and a half ago now. Total raised at the moment is 1,010, which is absolutely brilliant. It'll buy a lot of kit. Yeah, we'll probably still need kit after we've bought this, but we're on the right track. We're moving in the right direction, which is brilliant, you know, for two daft lads to stand on a field and throw some heavy football. There's £1,000. Well, you know, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, hey, we're a day in the sun.
Pulled a smile as well.
Day in the sun as well.
Aye, day in the sun. The weather was perfect for it.
Aye, yeah. But yeah, so 1,010 quid, spot on that. But what's it going on? Tell the people.
We started by buying a Paralympic throwing chair, so that'll be obviously used for our seated throwers, our seated athletes, so they can be strapped in safely and throw safely without any concerns of having to use a wheelchair or anything like that. They'll have a proper Paralympic style chair.
Yeah.
Also buying more throwing equipment, so shot puts, hammers, weight for distance, weight for height, all the different weights for all the categories. So we'll be, when we have training sessions, we'll actually be able to split off into our own categories.
Yeah.
And actually run separate sessions for different, not just different level of athletes, but also different categories of athletes, from lower limb loss to upper limb loss to brain injury to muscle wastage to seated. We can cover everybody now. And as an added bonus, just to keep Mark happy, the muscle-bound ones like Mark, we've bought a set of 5 Atlas stones as well.
Oh, come on! Get it up! Just lift it! Happy days! Happy as a swine in mud.
That's better. We like it. As you can tell, we're trying not to swear because YouTube doesn't like us swearing. It likes to rate our content explicit.
Right.
Explicit.
Is that not just got box on?
Pretty much.
Before he even opened his mouth. I must have one of them Scouser alerts. Oh no, it's another Scouser.
Oi! Don't start going there, Geordie boy.
They cannot even get that right, can he?
Why, because you're a Geordie?
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, my bad.
But yeah, so Mark's been talking me through a week and stuff, and he's mentioned the Wounded Warriors are planning more events. So what's going on with that?
We are over the past couple of weeks. I've competed in 2 of the Valhalla virtual shot put competitions. The second one Mark competed in as well, which was last weekend. We turned out results in on Monday. And I've spoke with Valhalla Throws, and they're happy to run a third one. It was got a mention in Athletics Weekly magazine and website yesterday. That's the one a third one next month, and the funds raised from that will be going to the team as well. So that's absolutely brilliant from them.
Happy days.
You know, it was
happy days. Thank you very much, Valhalla.
It was a suggestion that I put out there. And as I think a lot of people, when they're trying to find support for anyone, it's normally about 1 in 7 will get back to you. Well, he's the first one I approached, and he got back to us straight away. And
smash that.
And
Smash
if you
that.
remember, it was on episode 1. I'd just completed the Pandemic Games, which was a virtual Highland Games competition, global one. I'm now writing up the entry description and steps to hopefully run another virtual Highland Games competition next month as well. So keeping busy doing nothing.
I'm liking the sound of that.
Keep him busy doing nothing. I like that. But yeah, no, thank you, Valhalla.
Yeah, definitely. And
That's mad, that.
I'd like to say thank you to Spartan Atlas Stones for cutting us a good deal. Pardon the pun.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll be coming to see you when we're allowed out of this. Very much so. I'm made up of that. Made up.
Yeah, well, hopefully in about 3 weeks' time, there'll be a nice big truck pulling up at my front door, offloading a forklift truck to offload the 5 big Atlas Stones.
Hey Jim, just so you're aware though, mate, you're gonna need a bit of help putting them anywhere you want because you didn't do them last year. Just gonna put that out there.
I didn't either. I was too busy winning.
No, you were too busy passed out. Too busy passed out there, you Jim. Don't say too busy winning. You were passed out. Of everyone that day, you're the only one who had a little bit of a lay down and a bit of a sleep.
You've heard that stupid saying, haven't you? Get rich or die trying. It's not. Win or die trying.
Hey, well, guess what? Cheers to that. Cheers to Valhalla.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers to the Atlas Stones. Sparta Stones, thank you.
Hey, dear. Well, that's spot on. That is class.
It is. It's the support's been brilliant.
Well, yeah. That's all it takes is a little bit of. Well, it seems like all it takes is a little bit of pushing it out there, and people are wanting to help, which is in the time of lockdown. There's limited help there. It's class that these people are wanting to get involved and help the cause in a sense. You know what I mean? I'm not.
It is. There was a few shots
he's there.
along the way.
How many JPs have you had?
Did you get a bit excited there, Jim, lad?
I did, mate. There was a few shots along the way as well with the amount of support we got. I think on day 2 of opening up the fundraising page, there was actually a team member donated £100, which blew us away. And then it wasn't. I think it was maybe the day before we actually done the event. I got an email and I had to read it about 4 times because I thought there was a mistake. Somebody, God knows who it was an anonymous donation of £400, which,
Cheers. Cheers and thank you very much, whoever you are. I hope you're listening because there's a big thank you here. Cheers.
It's not like you're expecting maybe a 5 or a tenner from people, but to pull a £400 donation in was just outstanding.
That's mental. That
it is.
That is mental. Yeah, because it's not like, with all respect, it's not the biggest cause. It's not the biggest and most well-known cause, and to be pulling a £400 donation out, that's mental.
It is.
That's mental. That.
It is.
But it's all for a good cause, though. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
These people that are putting themselves out there are not just dealing with maybe a physical limitation; they're dealing with a mental one, and they use the Highland Games and everything else to sort their heads out, like I do. I only train as hard as I do because it sorts my head out. That's my therapy. And for someone to donate £400 of their own money in a time like this, where money is pretty,
it's tight.
Sparse. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for someone to actually donate £400 was massive, and a big thank you.
Definitely. Which it now means once this money is sort of spent, and it's not going to be wasted, I am actually searching day in, day out for the best deals, using discount codes where I can. It just means when we start training again after the lockdown, we can actually train full on properly. We can actually, you could probably say we could probably train like semi-pro athletes with the kit that we'll have.
It all makes a difference, doesn't it? It makes that difference.
I'm a pro athlete anyway. Danke. Danke.
Yes, man. Yes. But yeah, like Mark, you sat there. You've got a lot to say, so let's talk. Living. Yeah. What's been going on this week for you? What's new? What's in the pipeline? Talk to me.
Well, this week's been quite good. Well, in a way, my head's been doing somersaults this week. So for that reason, I've managed to train 2 or 3 times a day, just to keep myself straight, and also push myself a little bit more. So tomorrow is the end of the road to 1,000, which I've had my lot doing, which they have to go from 400 reps all the way up to 1,000 reps, and they just finished that and they've smashed it. There's some people are a little bit behind due to like days in work and days they couldn't do because of the jobs or the kids or whatever. So, but they're all still doing it. I think there's only about 2 or 3 that need to actually complete the 1,000 reps, and that was like a sort of they were like my guinea pigs, just so I can tweak it, get it all right, then put it out to everyone, and it's fine. They've all smashed it. You've all wanted to wear the mind. They've all got a little bit fitter, and that's what it was for. It was for me to help people to improve the mindset and improve the fitness, and that's what it's for. So this week, that's coming to an end, and you've smashed it. So now I'm going to tweak it over the next week or so, and any sort of input that my clients have given me in regards to the road to 1,000, I'm going to improve it, I'm going to make better, and I'm going to push it out to everyone. And what I mean by everyone, I don't expect nothing for it. I just want everybody to push themselves. I want them to smash it. I want them to improve the mindset. I want them to improve the bodies, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Because I don't want to. I know what I'm like in this situation, and if I can help someone by just beating them for 14 days, then that's fine. And they get to see a lot of changes in themselves as well.
Oh yeah, it'll be a massive change to a mindset. The mindset in general, because if you walked up to me and said to me in 14 days I'll have you doing 1,000 reps,
exactly, and exactly
I'd be like, you having a laugh?
Well, no, I might get you and Jim to do it and see how far I can push you to.
Probably
say again.
Probably still to about 10 reps.
No, you'll be fine.
To them reps is me picking my water bottle up, then it's fine.
You'll be all right.
And one of the reps will be into the back of the jack wagon.
There is no jack wagon.
I get one.
We'll see.
But yeah, so what else has been going on, Mark?
Well,
what's in the pipeline?
Because I've got nothing else to do apart from beast everyone, train. I've written a cookbook. The cookbook is a vegan cookbook. However, I'm just going to state the fact that I'm not a vegan. Are you sure? I love meat. I love the chicken, and I love the lean steak. You know what I mean? I like my meat. However, there is a reason why I've done this, and that is behave yourself. Trying to keep this unrestricted 18 PG, remember? So the reason why I've done this is simple. It's the fact that I want to see how my body reacts on a vegan diet for performance-based purposes. So if I was going to tell somebody
diet.
Say again?
I know how my body reacts on a vegan diet.
Yeah. What's that?
Spend half of my time on the toilet and the other half out in the back garden eating the grass.
Well, I train a lot more than you, so I want to see how it helps me perform, and that's the only reason why I'm doing it. But every one of these meals in the cookbook, I've tried, I've liked. So I'm going to live in the next 2 months in a vegan diet, see what changes happen to my body. For the simple reason of, if a client comes to me and thinking about doing it, I can give my personal experience of doing it. It's like every client of mine, they all need it different. Some of the diets you need are different. And I will only advise them on a way of eating. I won't call it a diet, a way of eating which I think works for them and their bodies. So some diets might be not for certain clients, it won't be for certain people, whereas they might be perfect for another. And that's why I want to do this. It's just a simple fact of how it reacts with me. So then I can give my point across and tell people how I work and how I trained and how I improved or how I didn't improve. It's just simple things like that. So when it comes to it, people have got the full details of my experience. And that's the only reason why I do these little mad things, to be fair.
Well, yeah, well, you can't really offer something to someone if you haven't actually done it yourself.
Exactly. And if it did, I'd be
Hypocrite.
Hypocrite, yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm going to spend the next 2 months on a vegan diet, and therefore I'm going to see my body change. I might end up like Jim wearing sat on the toilet. I very much doubt it, but it ain't going to happen. So I'd rather see that for myself, and therefore that's why I would want to do it myself. Because, like I said, this cookbook is completely free, and if it helps someone who has made the life choice to be a vegan, there's plenty of meals in there to make sure that they get all the right vitamins and minerals and any supplementation that they need. So it's all there and it's all free. All you've got to do is click the download button, and that's on my website, and that's it, done. You're yours. Crack on. Start cooking.
I have a salad twice a week.
Yeah, and then your kebab.
Yeah, with a side kebab, mate.
Yeah, but I doubt it you eat it.
I did. I eat it.
What with?
When I have a vegetable.
Yourself, Jim, behave yourself.
He has veggies on his pizza.
Exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, open question really, lads. How's lockdown treating you? What's
mental? I actually bought a trailer that I'm going to turn into a camper, because it's not like I've got nothing else to do, is it? I keep doing these things to just turn my head inside out, because soon as the camper's done, I'm off. World tour. See ya.
Matt Tonner takes on the world.
Exactly.
Carry on camping.
Hey, it will be. It will be. I don't care. Do you know what? I'm going to have so much fun on the way, because you know what? I'll be bottle of JD and I'm done.
He'll be back when the stones arrive.
Well, yeah.
Say again.
You'll be back when the stones arrive.
Yeah, 3 weeks. I'm not going to have it done by then. I'll take them with me. You'll be all right, because you won't be lifting them, will you?
They'll be sitting on the drive waiting for you. Just the small one.
Yeah, that'll be the only one you can pick up, though.
The rest will be next at gate, won't they? Mark, can you give us a hand?
Only got one.
Oh my! Oh dear.
Some people it's like a sick joke, isn't it? Buying a one-handed athlete, it's Atlas Stone.
I don't care. People haven't seen me do it. If you want to see me do it, it's all over my Facebook. It's all over the website. Like I said, last year I got 4. The reason why you bought 5 is no, because you're just doing it to irritate me, so I get to pick the 5th one. But that's it. I'm not bothered. I'm going to smash them all. I'm going to make a little adjustment to my little harness, and that's me. I'm away. I'll be picking them up.
So will it irritate you more when I pick the 5th one up first go?
So don't stop. Don't stop.
And the first
thing is, you've got 2 hands to hook it.
Listen.
It is not. I think I should have bought 6.
You got to video it. Because if you don't, yeah, mate. You got to video it when you do it, because if you don't video it, it never happens.
Exactly. It's not official.
Oh yeah. Oh no. You have to have an adjudicator there for it to be official. Let's not get back onto this topic, because Mark's
an official
non-swearing tactic will go out of the window.
Official event.
So,
oh my god.
So is Tom Stockman's?
No, but the thing is, he's even said, right? He's even said he will do it again at an event. That's what he said. He said he did the 286, smashed it, and did, you know what? I know I've done the record, but guess what? I know it's not going to be set. It's going to be set when we do it at. And do you know what? Hats off to him.
Fair play.
Fair play. Do it. But you know what? When you turn around and say I've got a world record, but you haven't been officiated, sorry, do one.
Yeah, it's because Tom doesn't want to set the record until he sets it at 300.
Exactly. But he stated the fact that this doesn't count. He stated the fact that this is for his own goal. This is not to prove to Eddie Hall that he's a fake and he cheated him out of World Strongman in 17. I hope to God Eddie Hall turns his liver inside out. Hope to God. Hope to God.
Have you seen his training? Have you seen his training?
It's like getting hit by a bus with a train behind it.
Honestly, imagine him catching you flush on that jaw. His jaw will be next month.
Like I said, who in the right mind, really, when you look at him, who is going to pick a fight with a natural giant? No one. I don't think he's ever had a fight in his life apart from in them gay movies. Do you know what I mean? They're the people that he's fought with, which is all role play. He's actually going to get in a ring with Eddie Hall. He used to knock people out for a laugh.
I've just come up with one.
I hope to God Eddie Hall
just going out. I hope
to God he turns him inside out.
You know your vegan recipe book?
Yeah.
Why didn't you name it Game of Thrones?
Do you know what? I might.
That's brilliant.
I might.
That is brilliant. Oh, wait,
well, no, hands up, hats off to Luke Saltman for doing the 286. That's a big weight to lift on a stone.
You see how
it's so awkward.
Well, yeah, exactly. You got to lift the bear up.
He had a little bit of hesitation as he got to the top. Sorry, Tom Stolman. As soon as he got to the top, that was it, done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you got a proper bear hug, haven't you?
Well, that's what my issue was. I couldn't get round the stone. Whereas with this attachment that I've made, I can't wait in 3 weeks because we will be testing it. Because if the first one doesn't work, the second one's going to be an improvement, and by the third one, I'll be lifting the big one up. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really care. It literally is just so I've got full coverage around that stone. And I'll smash them all. I will smash them all because it's me, I think. There's no limits on me.
That's the way you got to think, ain't it, really? Yeah.
No limits on me. Get them done. Just lift it.
Just lift it.
Hopefully this week as well, I'll be doing some deadlifts and I'll be trying out my strap, see how heavy I can go.
Well, what have you got so far?
Unofficial, no cameras, all that sort of stuff. I've lifted 210 with my old one. I tried putting 220 on. As soon as I picked it up, the strap snapped. So, so hopefully with this strap, it will last a lot heavier than 220.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to hit at least 250, 260.
Well, I've got 10 here, and that's easy enough.
Do you know what? You'll be doing the same if you want to get ready for them stones.
Hey dear. Yeah, Jim, what's your lift?
About 16 stone, 17 stone.
Fair one.
Like I said, I do one sit up a day.
Yeah, let's get out of bed.
Exactly.
And if I can negative sit up, and that's going to bed.
Every week.
That one sit up a day has done me well. I've got a Champions Highland Games trophy sitting in my living room.
Oh
that
my word.
Has worked.
Oh my word. Keep hold of it, mate. You're only keeping it older for me. I'm telling you. You're only keeping it older for me. Hey, you know this, boy. You know this.
They've already got the plans in place just to replicate it with the engraver. He's already got
why you bring right? Don't, because at the end of the day, when you lose to me next year, right, the amount of ammo I'm gonna have is unreal.
I'll never lose.
I'm never gonna live it down.
I'll tell you why. Even if you win, I'll not lose.
No, fair one.
Honestly, right, I feel like...
No, to be fair on the side, right, I am going there to win. I am, right? but at the end of the day, I've got my own goals and Jim's got his own.
Yeah.
So if I throw my records and he throws his records, that's good for me. But
yeah.
it's Jim with his little "I've got my trophy" that I just want to take it off him.
Honestly, I feel like Eddie Hearn. I feel like Eddie Hearn sat at a blooming press conference between you two. It's brilliant. It's
There's
brilliant.
There's only one event that I know he'll beat me at. One.
And that's the Highlanders event.
Shot put.
And what did you say, Jim? What did you say?
You said there's only one event, and I said, yeah, this Highland Games event.
Oh, mate, you lasted so long. You lasted so long. You lasted so long.
When we get these weights, we'll see what we can throw. We'll see what we can handle.
We've got to get this on camera.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So we'll get it on camera for all these people watching. We'll upload it, and you can be the judge. You can be the judge.
From now on, when the training sessions start, I will be marking out the world record.
Yeah, definitely, because I'm beating it.
Just make sure you get it on video. Make sure you get any world records on video. We'll send them in, and we'll.
See, well, they're not official. They're not official. They beat it. I beat it. I know they're not official. I'm not gonna say that I'm a world record holder until I actually go to an event and throw it. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's simple as that. And I think Jim's the same.
Yeah, there's a difference between beating a world record and actually a new world record.
Yeah. Yeah, massively.
Look at Luke Sullivan. I know for a fact he's beat Big Z on that log press in training. Right? That doesn't mean he's got the record.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying when we're doing the 1 mile challenge. I think it was about my 60th throw, and we measured it. It was above the world record.
Yeah.
That was after 59 throws, and my 60th throw or whatever throw it was further than the world record.
Exactly. And if you look at my throws from last year, I was averaging 75 foot on the mile. Do you know what I mean? No one was hitting 75 foot on last year's event. No one. So and to be fair, this is not a dig at anyone apart from people who come and say they're going to train with the Wounded Warriors. If you don't train, you are not going to have decent distances. By all means, come for the day and do what you do and show your support, all that stuff. However, if you actually want to take full control of these events and actually try and win, start training. Me and Jim have been there since we said we were going to train. We've been there every weekend. There's only 2 people that ever turned up. Do you know what I mean? And that's not including me and you. So,
yeah.
If I was throwing 50-odd feet last year, coming third and fourth against people with 2 arms, and now I'm throwing 75, sorry, you should have come to training.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not selfish. I'm not going to turn around and say, well, I'm not training you because I don't want you beating me. I'm not doing that. I'm there to train everybody to what they can become. And I'm not here to beef out myself. I'm here for the competition. Yeah. At the minute, there's only one person that's giving me any competition.
Yeah.
And he's on the podcast. Do you see what I mean?
That's great of you to say. Thanks.
Shut up, Ethan. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But do you know what I mean?
Through a temper.
No, but you know what I mean? Well, that's because everyone was irritating me. And the weight for distance this year, it's going to be just from that little thing you showed me, put an extra 5 or 10 feet on my throw. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People need to come to the training. People need to come and do this because we threw a mile. We're working on that. We're working so hard behind the scenes to make sure we've got all the right kit for all the different classes. And yet, 2 people turn up. So we need to get...
Some of them are going to get a well when they think that they've been thrown a 28-pound kit for distance, but to actually try and attempt a world record, you've got to throw 42 pounds.
Exactly.
So obviously the ones that want the records think they can get the records, haven't been to training to actually realise they're not throwing the right weight.
Well,
It's one of them. It
the
goes
thing
back
is,
to
I don't have to throw the 48, the 42 pound. I don't have to throw it. All I have to throw is the 28. But guess what? I'm going to throw the 42 just because I can.
It's one
You
of
know what I
them.
mean?
It's one of them though, isn't it? Like you've got to. It's what you put into it is what you're going to get out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got used to which between you have a wealth of knowledge in the area in the majority of the areas. You know what I mean? What you don't know, Mark, Jim will know, and vice versa. Blah blah blah. So it's like use the knowledge, progress yourself. Like look at any other sport, right? They train every day, every single day. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle choice.
Exactly.
You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
mind over body choice, mate.
Exactly.
It's therapy.
Like think when I talk about sport, I know more about football and I know more about rugby and stuff like that. But it's the structures are pretty much the same. You know what I mean? You train every day. Your mindset is on what you want to achieve. You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
And to be fair,
look at David Beckham. David Beckham with his free kicks from the age of, I think it was 12 years old. Every night he were outside kicking free kicks, every single night. You know what I mean? But like it's out.
Did he also practice at the back heel opposite player when he didn't get his own way on the pitch?
pretty much.
Probably, yeah.
No,
but
that's just it.
But it's the same sort of concept, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what you put in. If you don't put the effort in, you're not going to succeed. Like,
well, there's only two events really that I'm looking forward to next year, and that is the weight for height and the weight for distance. Now, when we were doing the shot puts the other day, I know the weight wasn't the right weight. It was a couple of kilo lighter than what the weight for height was, but I was. What do you reckon I was covering? About 23, 24 foot, Jim?
20,
you know what I mean?
22.
22 foot? Easy. Do you know what I mean? Now I've got to throw 42 pounds, and I've got to beat 10 feet.
Fair.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going to beat that record. Simple. I don't care. Don't care. I'm going with the mindset of doing my absolute best, from my absolute hardest every time.
Well, yeah, that's all you can do.
Exactly, that's what you can do. And there's no one gonna. There's only one person that's gonna mess my day up, and that's me.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, there's certain people that I want to see help through. I want to see progress. I want to improve. I want to make sure that they get their best ability. And because Jim bought this chair, we are able to put them people in the perfect opportunity. Do you know what I mean? And that's as simple as it is. So people who have got similar injuries to me, but with lower limb problems, we can put in the chair because he can go and he'll be classed as a chair thrower, and he's strong. And the only thing that puts him off when he stood up is his balance. So if you put him in a chair, he's going to throw meters, and he's going to smash his record last year. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's seriously strong.
Seriously.
I think the
biggest a little bit more though, but seriously strong.
I think the biggest battle with said athlete is getting them in the chair.
Yeah, he's got to say. If you say now to me and say get in the chair, I'll be saying no.
Yeah, putting his pride to one side and listening to knowledge and taking on suggestions and accepting it as an option first.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Though. It's an option.
Nobody said to compete in that chair. What we said, look, we've looked at the style of athlete you are, along with the category that you're in, and we believe that he would benefit so much more competition-wise, so much more as an athlete seated.
Yeah.
So then you can only, it's like I said to you last week, and take a horse to water, you can't make it drink it.
No, totally agree. Totally agree.
But it's one of them. When all it takes is giving someone the option, and they'll make up their own mind. They'll always make up their own mind. But you've got you lay the options out on the table, and if it's going to positively like impact their ability in the competitions, then it's a win-win.
And it's not. And when I make these suggestions to about trying certain techniques or being in certain categories or anything like that, or certain techniques, it's not just off the whim. I've actually got the paperwork to show that I've actually sat down, done these courses. Tomorrow I'll be completing another athletics seminar on shot put techniques for different individuals. So I'll be able to look at a shot putter and say, right, I think your technique, be it the glide, the step back, the run back, the rotate, whatever one.
Exactly. Just look at what I improved on Saturday.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Just by you saying, put your foot here, do it like this, make sure your fingers are all locked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's it. It's a little bit
extra foot and a half.
It's a little things, though, isn't it? It's a little things. It's a fact of you've all got the ability. It's just tweaks, little tweaks.
See, well, a lot of the games is technique, like shot put, very technical. Hammer, technical. Wait for distance. Look at my weight for distance. My issue with weight for distance was getting that weight level on the start. Jim said, wrap it round your head and then throw. Yeah. Look how far I threw it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Guys, it's been amazing as always, but we're hitting time. I'm just have to call it. So remember, guys, subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff to make sure we can keep making these podcasts. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Mark. And,
just make sure if you want to do the road to 1,000, let me know. And if you want the cookbook, just click and download.
Yes, mate. Right. We'll all see you next week. Have a good week. Ta-ra.